How long does a facelift last? Once a facelift is done, the effects of gravity and time continue, and that means that the skin continues to become loose and thin, but it takes a long time for that to develop. Facelift surgery essentially resets the clock, and so it takes you back to where the facial tissues were 10 to 15, sometimes 20 years previously. It, of course, then takes another 10 to 15 years usually before the changes in the skin are noticeable enough that you might benefit from actually doing another facelift or a smaller procedure in order to correct the changes that have occurred in the meantime. The facelift surgery, eyelid surgery, any of these things, they're not permanent in the sense that the face doesn't change after that, but the results that you get are very long-lasting depending on how it's done. When I do facelift surgery, I also tighten the tissues that are under the skin. Subcutaneous facelifts, which are just lifting the skin alone, may be an excellent procedure for a lot of patients. It's a simpler operation, and it's probably the one that the vast majority of plastic surgeons do. I find that by being able to tighten up the tissues that are underneath also, the overall result is much better, and it's a much more long-lasting result. The benefit of doing that also is that because the tightening is done beneath the surface, the incisions on the outside are not holding everything together. When that's the case, it means that those incisions aren't under tension. They heal much better, they're much harder to see, and the overall result is much more subtle, and it doesn't look overly pulled. So once that facelift is done in that way, generally speaking, people will get 15 years or so before they feel like maybe they would want to consider doing something further. This is Dr. Malik Kutty, Luxe Plastic Surgery. Please give us a call. Our number is 281-313-0551.